All right, so from the last video, we created our history bucket. It was this, and we uploaded our code that we're going to be hosting on the history bucket. So in this, we will be creating an IAM row, which is this, and then we'll be creating an IAM row, right, that would have a specific permission, which is S3 full access. We can limit it to be more precise. We can make it just get list bucket. But let me show you what I mean. So let's go on to the console and start working. So as you can see here, these are the naming convention. So we have the IAM row, right? This is the name. We can use this name. Okay. So yeah, this is the S3 bucket we created earlier. So now we need to navigate to IAM. Let me expand. You need to come to search and type IAM so that we can navigate to the IAM section. All right, so here we are. So IAM means Identity Access Management. It is one of the major ways in AWS to secure your services, your VPC, secure everything that you have in the cloud. So in this place, you can see we have roles. So this is the IAM. We have roles. Click on roles and then click on create row we have here. So you see that these are some rows, for instance. These are some rows that are automatic here that have been by default. I mean, so you can click on create row, and then the row you want to create, you are creating it for a service. You can create a row for an account, for various things, but you are creating it for a service, and the service here is an EC2, right? So we are choosing the service now. Service is EC2, and then click next, right? So in this place, what are the permission policies that we want to attach to this row? So like I said earlier, we created an S3 bucket and we want to get that, we uploaded our code there. We want to get that code to, want to basically migrate it to our web server, right? So you need an access to be attached to the web server to help us, to allow us to do that. So that's what we have here, M3 full access. You can just click on it, check it, and then it adds it to the row that we've just named. All right, so next, and you can name this particular row. I think I copied the naming convention earlier. Yes, I did. So dev row S3 access. All right. So you can see allow EC2 instance to call services on your behalf. So that's it. This is how the policy looks like in code format. So it's saying that I allow this row, okay, for EC2, yeah. So this row is attached to an EC2 instance. All right. So yeah, this is a row here. Let me just add a tag, which is still the same thing as the name I give to it. So paste and then create row. Click on create row. So our role is, our IAM role is being created. So we tell to view the role here. We can view from here, but I can also come here and view. You can just type the name of the S3 bucket. So this is the S3 bucket that, sorry, this is the role, IAM role that we created. I mean, so if you click on it, you can see more details about it. You can see the policy that's there. You can see the tags that we gave it, you know, just, you can see the trust relationship, right, of that policy to the EC2. So that that's how to create an IAM role in AWS. Yeah. So the next thing we'll be looking at, most likely, okay, we'll be creating a key pair for our batch, for a key pair generally. Then we'll use that keyword for our bastion. We'll create a bastion host, which is an EC2 server, which can also be called a jump server, right? So the purpose of it is basically to securely access our EC2 instance, our servers, right, in the private subnet. Because the servers in the private subnet does not have a public IP. So you can only access it within the VPC. So it's only when you are able to connect to a server within the network that you can now from that server connect to the server in our private subnet with the private IP. So I will show you what I mean, right? So that is the next thing we are going to do. Yeah, that's the next thing we are going to do. So this is basically how to create an IAM role, attach policies to it, right? So in the next video, we would continue.